it's time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Walsh in at the 4 slot. And for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Towns, a screen on Brown. Pass to Towns. From outside the arc, a shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You know, looking at Towns, you really don't expect that kind of range. You better think again, though.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Bridges outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart, no good. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over to the wing. Brown outside. Pulls up. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
It's good.
When he puts his head down and attacks, Brunson is deadly.
Boston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Pritchard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brown against Bridges. Bridges with the steal. Here's Hart. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First team foul. Josh Hart at the line. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Free throw good. Hart.
Josh Hart is one of those guys who just seems to be all over the place all at the same time. I mean, he'll defend anybody, and when it comes to guards, there's nobody that rebounds it better than him.
Now here's Brown. Last game with 30 points. From about 16, and he hits the jump shot. Brown's got his second basket.
Man, how about the cool, composed attitude of Jaylen Brown in these spots? I mean, rising up and knocking it down with the shot clock up against him, that's pretty good.
Now here's Brunson. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Utah. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For New York, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Celtics trail by 7. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Brown feeling out a bit. Kata, the shot's good. Brown making the play.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Over in the corner, McBride buries it from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pritchard passes the ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Pritchard. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Hart. Towns at the elbow. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Now Brown, after Jalen Brunson missed it on that last three-pointer. And it's Brown missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
McBride on the wing. Light covering. McBride passes to Hart. From downtown. The rebound by Kata. Celtics trail by 8. Pritchard with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. White looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And Kata gets it to go.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
New York leading by 6. Hart the pass to Brunson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. His three-pointers off the mark.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
To the middle. Here's Hart. And it's in there. Hart's got 8 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Knicks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in.
Now into the lineup for New York, 0, Jordan Clarkson.
And so it's Boston with it. It's a 10-point game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Bridges, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Bridges is really a good foul shooter, so you do not want to send him to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And the first one drops. Well, Clark, we've got lots of games left, but it's already been a very interesting season so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. I've especially enjoyed, though, seeing the rookies get settled in. I mean, that's always something that I kind of prioritize in my observations. Just watching how these guys adjust to the pro game is always pretty fascinating to me.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Celtics trail by 12. And here is Brown. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game.
First team foul.
Here's Kata. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, White.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
They're struggling to knock down those threes here in the early going.
And, you know, sometimes you want to work it inside, see the ball go down, and that'll build your confidence from long range. Play inside out.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7, 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Celtics trail by 12. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Brunson following the three-pointer by Boston. And that one's good. Towns.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the Celtics with possession here after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 9.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Raptors.
Dusan Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for White. Here's Kata. He had 10 points in the win against the Lakers. Here's Brown. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw good from Brown.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Now, here's Hart. 8 points his last outing. Here's Brunson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 6.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now Brown, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Pass to Kata. Now Pritchard. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Some nice passing by New York here. Abu Saleh kicks to Hart. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. They get the rebound. And Kata gets it to go. Kata's got 6.
Gotta love that effort for the second chance point.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They lead by 11. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brown the pass to Hauser. Pritchard against Brunson. Here's Simons. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Yeah, and while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Second personal foul.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Karl Anthony Towns. At the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Katz is generally among the best in the league.
Now, here's Simons. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Shots good by Clarkson. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Pass to Hauser. Here's Minot. Defended by Yabusele. Here's Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the floater. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And it's all about the release when you shoot.
Boston shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Five seconds left to play in the first quarter. Launches it from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They got Sam Hauser and Fernie Simons out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4. To the paint. Sweet move. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Simons.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Kolek. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Simons surveying the D. That shot missing. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Kolek. Scoreless thus far. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Knicks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Celtics.
For the Knicks, at the line.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. And sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectator.
Now, here is Robinson. Abuzele can't hit. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Gonzalez passes to Simons. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 9.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Love showing up for the team and just playing the game.
For 3, Bridges. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Minot. 3-pointer, Simon. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Austin also with the sub. Shireman's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's McBride. And the Knicks miss again.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Pass to Simons. Here's Minot. Beyond the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I like the fact also that they are the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Bridges outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. Over in the corner, White drains the three-pointer. White's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Pass to Clarkson. Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Clarkson from the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Improving shot mechanics, good height on that jumper, nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
Up top, Brown, defended by Bridges. Brown outside. Pass to Walsh. Fires for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Towns.
And checking out some numbers for White. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Clarkson. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. And Towns drops them both. Now Simons. He's got 11. Boucher the screen. Simons the pass to Boucher. Bridges against Brown. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Towns. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Outside, Simon. Back to White. Boucher sets a screen for White. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Led by as many as 14 points. Robinson sets a screen for Towns. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back over to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Now Brown. After Jalen Brunson missed it on that last three-pointer. Brown against Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Brown the pass to Walsh. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brunson against Simon. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. It's Brunson at point-blank range.
We're seeing another decisive performance from Brunson. He's absolutely controlling the pace of this game.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Let me hear, Knicks fans.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And a change for the Celtics. Pritchard, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. It's White on the wing, defended by McBride. Boucher with a screen on Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul, just something to keep in mind.
Boucher finds Pritchard. Boucher sets a screen for Pritchard. And it's off from three-point range. New York trailing. Clarkson bounce pass. Pass to Towns. Here's McBride. Light covering. McBride's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And White with the stuff.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had 16 points in the win against Utah. Towns from deep three-point range. Robinson, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The Knicks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the Knicks making a change here. Abercele's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Tillman's checked in.
One shot.
Boy, you want to talk about a man-child to deal with, a monster inside? Look no further than Mitchell Robinson. He is a dominant two-way center.
Now, here's Brown. He has 7. Pass to Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Clarkson with the ball. He's covered by Brown. Clarkson outside. Here's McBride. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McBride's got 6 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 9. Brown kicks to White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
Brown against Clarkson. It's hauled in by Brown.
2 minutes remaining.
Boston leading by 4. Pass to Tillman. Outside, White. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the 3 off target. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Now here's White. He had 19 points in the win against the Lakers.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's McBride. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. McBride's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks. Boston trailing. Now here's Brown. He has 7. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Knicks shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Down low, here's Yabusele.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Walsh, out to White. 17 seconds left in the first half. Connects from three-point range.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Brunson outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Some high on the end and amazing stunts from your pocket pipe. Arena Entertainment.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
Yeah, they're going right at the defense, in a way daring them to foul. So far, it's working for them.
I love the energy they're playing with, forcing that D to bend its will.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Taking a look at New York, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's Brunson. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Miles McBride. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Brunson. They lead by 1. Bridges outside. From deep three-point land. A shot off that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
11 feet away. White, good. White's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics.
White, one of the things you like, he plays within himself. Never forces things offensively.
Bridges for three. Rebound, Boston. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Brown. Here's Kata, defended by Towns. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brunson scanning the floor. New York, no good that time either.
Not the start you want coming out of the locker room, missing 3 straight like that.
Inside, here's Kata. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And it's a 3-point Boston lead.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Brunson with a clean look. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
To the inside. Here's Brown, and he converts the layup. 9 points for Jaylen Brown.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we know Brunson is a guy who excels at playing through contact, and sometimes, actually many times, he's the guy initiating the contact.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That one falls for Brunson.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. He's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. The shot. And again, it's Boston converting.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. McBride with the ball. He's got 9 from the wing. Rebound Boston. Kata's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brown outside. It's White on the wing. Off target with his 3. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bridges passes to Brunson. Now here's Towns. Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Brown. 11 points in the game. Out to White. Fires the 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Hart with the screen for Brunson. Shoots it up. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Here's White, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
You know, I think that's exactly the right attitude for White to have. Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And he can't hit the second. Knicks trail by 5. And here's Benson outside. And it's Derek White with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Hart. 8 points for him. And they get it. Brunson, no good.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 9. There's Brown with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Execution, that ability to finish.
And GA, you mentioned it. What a season they've had from three-point range. They've got some pure shooters on this squad, and they don't hold them back. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Brunson outside. Buries it down low. Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Pritchard passes to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Stolen. Here's Hart. And he banks in the layup. Hart's got 10.
There you go. Bridges playing the role of facilitator. Well, I like that.
Celtics leading by 6. White the pass to Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now McBride. He's got 9. Out to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Now just a 3-point Boston lead.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
On the wing, Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Hart with a screen on Pritchard. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Walsh. Cans it from downtown. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
McBride with the ball is definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Shoots inside, and it's Brunson missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Hart outside. Bridges for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges got 5 now.
Mikal Bridges lethal in the catch and shoot. You've got to run him off those kinds of looks.
79. Here's Cada. He's got 8. And here's Brown outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brown's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Knicks trail by 8. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Time to make some noise.
Jordan Clarkson is checked in for the Knicks. Chris Boucher is checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Brown. Here's Bridges. He has 5. Pass to Brunson. Puts up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Brunson's got 14 points here in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Simon's on the wing. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
84.
Simons against Clarkson. A nice shot by Simons.
Strong take by Simons. I'll tell you what, he's really added some strength over the years.
Former dunk contest champion and Fernie Simons. Greg also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Here's Walsh. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Simons finds White. Boucher sets a screen for White. Off target from outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Clarkson.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pritchard passes to Simons. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. He misses his 3rd shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Hart outside. Moves back up. Brunson. After the miss, it's Brunson.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
92.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Sam Hauser's checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for White. Good on the second free throw. 1:02 left to play in the third. Robinson a screen on Pritchard. And they call an illegal screen here. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In fourth, the Celtics. Number 5, the Knicks.
I mean, this is about hot shooting for both these teams recently. Two teams playing with tremendous confidence. This sure makes for an exciting matchup.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. And a change for the Celtics. Einard's checked in. Brown outside. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Simons from outside. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Pass to Hauser. And Simons, here we go. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now McBride. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Not going to go that time. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jaylen Brown. Also, Anthony Simons out there. There's Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Minot. Outside, Simon lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Pass to Colin. No good. That would have tied it.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Simons finds Brown. Now Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Clarkson taking his time here. Picked away. Outside, Simons. The tray. The rebound by Yabusele.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's McBride. Clarkson outside. Hits it from 3-point range.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Brown wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Knicks trail by 3. McBride with the ball to tie it up. Abusele can't hit. And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now, here's Simons. On the wing, Brown. He's covered by Clarkson. 4 on the clock. Brown gets it done inside.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Clarkson passes to Towns. A fader, and it's good, 2 points.
Nice jumper there from Towns. Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
Celtics leading by 3. And here is Simon. Here's Brown. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. They swipe it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the shot's good for Boucher. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
Clarkson for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown the pass to Simons. Now Hauser. Pass to Boucher. And here is Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His 3-pointers off the mark. Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Outside, Towns. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Hauser. Off target from 3-point range. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Kolek. Back to Towns. 3-pointer. Towns. It's good on the putback.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
Outside, Simon. Pass to Brown. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Towns against Simon. Here's Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's now 23 points for Jaylen Brown.
This is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. A fadeaway. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here's White. Connects from 3-point range. White's got 22 points.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
Pass to Cada. Here's White. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Back to White for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Clarkson kicks to Brunson. Hart outside. Brunson against Pritchard. Brunson no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 7-point differential. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Bridges passes to Clarkson. And it's White with the rebound. Boston leading by 9. Outside, Brown. Misses the wing 3.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And it goes down 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Bridges. Towns, wide open. Trains it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 22.
Leading his team here in the fourth quarter. He's 5 for 7 from the field.
Pritchard passes to Keita. Outside, White. There's the screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. White's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston. Clarkson outside. Brown against Bridges. Pass to Clarkson. Towns a screen on White. Deep 2 from Clarkson. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And here's White, defended by Towns. Here's Brown, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brunson, now here's Bridges. Clarkson outside. Towns a screen on White. Here we've got Brunson. Now Clarkson shoots. Rebounded by Brown.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Brown against Bridges. Here's Walsh. Now Pritchard from deep. Rebounded by Towns. White against Clarkson. Got it to go off the glass.
And this is what you like. I mean, Clarkson using that tight handle of his to create space.
Brown outside. Here's White. Now Pritchard. Raises up. He puts in the jam.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Knicks making the switch here. McBride's checked in.
Miles McBride.
We've got 1:28 left in the game. Brunson leaves it in off the window.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now, here's Brown. White outside. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Off the glass.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
and their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by New York. Outside, White. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Brunson. Strong move off the glass.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
Fourth personal foul. First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. One shot.
Pritchard with the ball, and an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Mikal Bridges. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Jalen Brown at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A fearless athlete. Jalen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Here we've got Brunson.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And Brunson, a very physical player. Someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
Second team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And both free throws good for Brunson. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Miles McBride. First personal foul. Third team foul. Derek White at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Puts up the three. That one misses. So we see Boston get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg,